Okay. I like to, and does anyone need help with anything? Talk through anything? There's no dumb, wrong answers, questions, thoughts, curiosity things. Well, there might be some dumb ones, but not from you guys.
Did you see the adorable picture of everybody in their pickleball set and outfit? Alec and Genevieve and the someone I don't know. They're all like posed with their
Was it
pickleball
Jean?
set. Yeah, yeah, Jean. Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
It's
gosh, no. Is this on Instagram?
it's got to be on Instagram or Facebook or something, but it's like, oh, it's in the one community. They're like, have you qualified for your pickleball set yet? If you do, you get a limited edition cucumber melon, blah, blah, blah. But they're all, girl, yes, it's coming. It's a free gift with your pickleball set.
Yay,
Anyways,
I'm
but
gonna
it's
get
really
some
cute.
cucumber
They
melon.
have like little skirts on, and of course, Jean doesn't, but the girls do. They have little pickleball tennis outfits. It's adorable.
Jean doesn't have his skirt on? What?
No, he didn't wear his skirt. I was really disappointed.
Come on. Oh my gosh, that is so it's Jean and Jen, and I don't know who that other girl is.
That's exactly what I said. Jean and Jen, I don't know.
It's Jean and Genevieve. That's hilarious.
I thought it was adorable.
Well, I'm
Um,
I'm just I'm excited now that I got it for the dang cucumber melon.
yeah, I knew you were gonna be over the moon. Tyson's gonna be like, "Come on, babe." I'm like, "Bro, go get me a silver."
It's isn't there a retain how many did you sign last month?
One.
Oh.
Yeah, I won't hit it, but I will get
Well,
the.
you're not if you're gonna talk like that.
No, no, I'm not saying I don't have the retention part for it for last month.
Okay, yeah.
Is what I meant. Like, I think you have to retain on both sides. Even when you make a silver, it still says you have to retain those three from last month.
No, it's sign 4 and retain 3, or sign 4 and create a silver.
Okay.
Um, that's
I
what it's
went back
saying.
and then the new the re-rank bonus is back if you sign three people. I saw that buried in one of
It's
the other ones.
been, or it hasn't gone anywhere. We've had it for months.
Oh well, I just
The
quit qualifying for it.
You have to sign 3, and I screwed up last month. I shouted out a whole bunch of people, or the beginning of this month, and uh, they didn't earn it.
I know. I think I was one of them, so thank you. But
Yeah,
at least I looked cool. But hey, I got my 3 this month because that was my goal to get my 3 so I could get my rank bonus again.
yeah. It's like an
So
extra. Is it 121?
it's 100 for gold.
Okay.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, I'll
That
take an extra
will
$100. Sure, thanks.
Well, and it will make up the difference in my commissions that I've lost from living life after grief and people just deciding they're better. They figured it all out on their own.
They're better than you.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You
They think.
you'll make an extra $50 bonus plus you'll make an extra $100 creating a silver.
Yeah, I know, but we already know that none of my people want to do anything. But yeah, Beth says when she retires in
It's gonna be my new gig.
that's what she wants to do when she retires in a couple years. She wants to do Plexus.
Seriously, a couple years. It's not.
Yeah, it's not very far. It's literally a couple years.
Okay, why are we waiting to do it?
Because Beth is way too busy and too stressed.
She's too stressed. No.
I work 8 or 9, 10 hours. a day.
This poor girl. It's this place that's doing it to her. But yeah, we can't talk about that. I'm looking around the corner.
They're watching.
I think I clocked out forever ago. Shh,
They're
that's not
watching.
funny. There's microphones everywhere.
Hey, Amanda.
Me and Beth always take the phone off the hook when we talk. I gotta get my disguise on.
Yeah.
Did they lock us in? Okay, hold on. I gotta set the alarm and stuff. I'll be back. Oh, the boys waited. Okay, hold on. Oh, I'll be back.
Okay. Sam, do you have anything? I know D can't talk, so do you need help thing?
No, I think I've blown you up about it already.
Okay, great.
And I need to go listen to what you sent me earlier because I tuned out the day 3 reset has me grumpy, and so every time my phone went off, I wanted to throw it in the garbage. So I'm really hungry. I'm not gonna lie. I got the hunger irritability happening here today. I almost gave up and I was like, why would you do that? It's day 3.
You're almost there. Just keep drinking.
Yeah.
Almost there.
So
You got it.
poor Andy too. He's like, we were like, why are you being so grumpy? And he's like, no, why are you being so grumpy? And we're like, oh, this is wonderful. We know why. He goes, so where are we going to dinner tomorrow night? Because I really want a cheeseburger.
Oh my God, love it. Almost
Tomorrow
there.
night would be our night out anyway, because we get home late enough from Nathaniel's class that I don't ever feel like cooking. So I was like, well, we can go wherever you want. You pick your cheeseburger, dear.
Thank you.
Mm.
Okay. So you just need to eat and you'll be fine. You're taken care of.
Yeah, I know. I have breakfast planned for the morning. We're good. I probably won't have any problem getting out of bed.
Freaking vampire. Oh shit, I'm not muted. Oh, hi lady. Whatever, it's bright out here.
It is so dark and gloomy here. What the heck? It's just gray and gross here.
You know, I'd take that right about now.
Mhm.
To match my mood.
Great.
I had a guy tell me that worked with me before I worked here, and he's like, I used to think you and your mom were the meanest people ever. And I'm like, well, we were. Like, we had to deal with you guys. Like, construction sucks. And then he's like, two different people versus here or there. I'm like, yeah, I know. But I was like, still not nice to call me a big meanie head. But I'm pretty nice.
Meaty head.
Big meanie head.
3rd grade, all over again.
Yes. Snot face and everything. What did
all right, girlies.
Okay.
Okay. We're gonna do some training. Okay. So first thing. You guys all know that your business is not about you, right?
Right. The people were helping.
Absolutely.
Right. It is about them. However, you can't help them until what?
They're willing to help themselves.
What else has to happen first? What happens to happen before that?
They have to order something.
You help yourself?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, well,
Sorry.
that's a given if you're already using the products.
Well, it's not just about the products, right? You have to help yourself and show up as yourself and be there for yourself before you can help them. But it's not about your business is not about you. We're talking about the business. Okay. And we all need to own our business as a business, right? This is something that Jen was talking about of like, you need to show up, you need to turn your sign on, you need to say I'm open. You need to tell your I'm not telling you to like go tell your customers, yeah, I am open from 8 to 10 every morning, and then again I'm gonna close for a snack time, and then we don't do that. Like, that's no. However, you still need to show up and do your job, basically, right? That's important. And you get to decide when your job is, how much, like, the more time your open sign is on and the storefront's open, the more money you're going to make, obviously, but it's the more people you're going to help, because this isn't about you, it's about them. But you becoming your best self, you showing up for yourself, is going to help all of those people. So it's always, and we're always getting in our own way. All of us. Like, there's always a hurdle to overcome. Once you jump a hurdle, guess what? There's another one sitting right freaking in front of you. So then you have to jump that one, and then you got to jump the next one, right? So what is the biggest hurdle you're encountering right now that you need to jump over that is going to help that next person?
Having the balls to message them about anything. Especially if I haven't talked to them about it before or they haven't approached me.
Okay, so what's the big hairy scary?
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just timid,
Is
I
it
suppose, when it comes to that.
what goes through your
Maybe
head
it's
when you think about messaging them?
pretty much anything else. Like, oh, I forgot I have to do.
What's
But then I get
the
on like my big message spurts where I just like don't have any fear about it. So
you're,
sometimes it's just,
there will
I guess, fear
still
of rejection, I
always,
suppose,
I feel
maybe.
like, be a fear to a certain extent. Not a fear, but like resistance to a certain extent. And if you hit a point where you're like, man, I don't care about any of this, you're not being authentic about it.
Right.
So I can message a lot of people and it's not that big of a deal, but I still have to kind of work myself up a little bit to it. I'll message the crap out of people, but I have to work myself up to it a lot of the time because it shouldn't be scary, but
Okay.
it's something that is like, okay, I really want to do this right. And I want to show up right. And I want them to feel my heart and feel the power and feel in touch with me in order to get it. So the more, and also it's repetition, right? So the more we do something, the better we're going to get at it. The more I run, the faster I'm going to get. Right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The more times you drive, like I am terrible with directions, like hardcore terrible with directions. It takes me a couple trips to someone's house before I can drive to their house without using directions. I'll totally own it. I had no problem owning that. But
You will
after
never find my house then.
Samesies. I'll never find Michelle's house again.
I cannot find my way to someone's house. Just like I can't drive there once using GPS and then figure out how to get there the next time, no problem. Unless it is literally just drive straight down the street. Right? So I don't expect to be able to drive to their house without using GPS the second time or the third time or the fourth time. It might take me 10 trips out there before I'm like, oh, I know where I'm going. So it's the same kind of thing. You got to just keep sending the messages and sending the messages and sending the messages. And like
Hey,
lately, I
you
have
got
not
stuff
been
over there
on
and under there.
my game as hard as I
Cup.
usually am with doing the ask messages. My business is doing great. Like I've signed up a bunch of people this month. We're duplicating. I have multiple multiple launch events like scheduled. Like good things are happening because of the work that I've been doing over the last few months, though. Like it's not because I'm doing that work now, it's because I was doing it for months. Right? You don't reap what you sow in the moment. It's like 3 months later. So I'm reaping what I was doing 3 months ago, right now. So I do have a list of people that I need to message, and I legit, because I haven't really been like crushing the reach outs lately, I'm like, what do I say? I don't remember how to do this. But as soon as I start doing it, I'm like, oh yeah, it's like, you forgot how to speak Spanish because you took it whatever years ago, and then all of a sudden someone starts like, hola, ¿cómo estás? And you're like, oh, I know how to do this. I don't have much beyond muy bien, gracias, y too, but it all starts to come back once you start doing it, once you're immersed in it again, right? So we have to keep that repetition up. And one of the easiest things to do is just start doing it. Today, I recognized that I was just sitting there scrolling, and then I was like, stop, Michelle, stop scrolling. What do you need to do right now? And so I went in and I started looking through my lists, or my, nobody, by the way, no one did their homework.
I can't even remember what it was. I'm so sorry.
Your, I think you sent yours in. The first part was the KPI, your weekly roundup. I always call your weekend roundup. And nobody answered the question of what do you do when you end up with like a story that blows up like I did that had almost 400 views.
Oh, well, you're supposed to message the people probably.
Essentially, yeah. So I
Ciao.
went through my story that had almost 400 views, and I have a list.
Is that from people's reactions or comments or something?
No, that's just the people viewing my stories.
Oh, viewing your stories.
They're
Yeah,
just
okay.
viewing my stories. They're watching what I'm doing. They go on my list, and it's not that I'm necessarily going to be like, hey, come check out Plexus. They're on my list because I'm going to have some kind of conversation with them. I am going to end up in their inbox because they're following along. So some of them, there was a couple that they're new friends. I went to our messages. I'm like, oh, I've literally never messaged them before. So there's a couple people on there that I am going to send a like, hey, nice to meet you. That's not at all what I send, but start a conversation. There's one that I did a business reach out to, and she seemed intrigued, and we've kind of chatted since, but I've never gotten any, like, never really followed up about my business ask with her. And so I'm gonna basically do a follow-up there. What I'm actually gonna do is ask her what her dream is, because I can tell that she has a dream and she's kind of working to build that life dream. And I want to know what it is to help turn it back into like, this is a way we can help build that dream. So I made that list, and I'm going to be working tomorrow. The first thing I do when I sit down is go through this list and message all of these people. And the only reason I'm waiting until tomorrow is because it is already 5:30 and I have to make dinner and go for a run, because my friend just said I don't have to go with her to the car party anymore. And then I have to put my kids to bed. I might do some of these tonight if I have the time in after all of that happens. But if my kids don't go to sleep until like 9:30, like it's been, I will do it tomorrow. And that is the first thing that I'm going to do tomorrow. So that is what you do when you end up with something like, or a post. If you have a post or whatever it is, my posts, I go through my posts and I'm like, cool, this one got more than 20 interactions. They don't have to comment. They just did some kind of interaction. I go through and I look at who showed up there, who interacted, who can I put on my list? And I use that list I basically built my like reach out list, right? There's always lists. There's like a gazillion lists happening at all times. And I can never keep track of where all the lists are, if you guys are wondering. There's so many of them.
Are you ready?
Oh,
Are you
that was
hurting?
the other piece of the homework. That's what I was going off. That was part of the homework. Okay, so what we need to really be focusing on is the business. Everyone needs, pretty much, I'm thinking through people that are going to be listening to this recording right now too. Everyone needs a buddy to run with them. And right now, I think there's only like 2 people that are going to be listening to this recording that have a buddy to run with them right now. Okay, so we really need to be focusing on that business, and who are we going to bring in over the next 3 months that we're going to help create into a gold? Because everyone that signed up to be part of this training group knows we're supposed to be sponsoring 4 a month and creating a silver every month and creating a gold over the course of 2 to 3 months. Okay, so that's where our focus needs to be. Who's our buddy? Who's going to be running with us? I got a challenge put in my lap today to create 10 golds on the team in the next 3 months. So if you're like, holy crap, I gotta to go create a gold in the next 3 months, I have to go make 10. So I don't want to hear from anybody. And I like that challenge. It was asked like, hey, this is a challenge. Do you want it? And I said yes. And what is the first action that you should take?
When you say yes,
Well, I said, yeah, I said yes, I'm gonna take the challenge. What is the like, what do you do after you're like, yeah, I'm gonna go create 10 gold. I'm gonna go create a gold. What do you need to do from there?
Make a
get your
list.
people working, make a list.
Make a list. So as soon as I got off that call of like, hey, 10 golds, I made a list of 7 people that are going to go gold between now and 3 months from now. That fast. All 7 of them are on the team. So I didn't have to go like, I want to bring on a brand new person. Some of them, one of them I signed this month. That's my brand new silver. Okay, so one is a new sign of those 7. The rest have been on the team. So I do have space for this to bring on a brand new person and help them go gold in the next 3 months, which is like, I want to bring on one. I want every 3 months, every quarter, I want to create a brand new gold, like sign them up, take them to gold every single quarter. Okay. But it's not just one. I gotta get a 10. I need 10 of them. Okay. So in a matter of like 5 minutes, I had a list created of who I'm taking to gold in the next 3 months. So my focus is going to be on these 3 people, because if I take 10 people gold, how many points is that?
1,000.
That's a
Did I
1,000
math?
points.
I did math. Oh,
You did math. 1,000 points is a senior ruby. What comes after senior ruby?
I don't know. I'm so focused on
This is going to be
senior
this-
still.
Emerald. Isn't it emerald?
yes,
Emerald.
emerald.
Alexis.
Can you imagine? I'm sure you guys can't. You're like, there's no freaking way, Michelle. How, like, where am I gonna find 10 people and make them gold in the next 3 months? But just think if you did that, what your business would look like. If you did that every 3 months, you would have like in just the next 6 months, if you brought on 10 people in one quarter and then the next quarter and took them to gold. We're not even talking past gold. We're saying gold. That's 17 people. 17 to 18. Kind of depending on where they come. You're going to have 2,000 points, which is a solid emerald in 6 months. You're going to be bringing in like $10,000 a month.
I'm
Also-
making notes and lists. I've got lists.
I love it. I love it. If you bring on one person and help them go gold in the next 3 months, let's just say we're starting in September. What starts in September?
The leaders retreat contest
Yes. What do you think is
for
going
the
to happen
cruise.
to your points if you bring on somebody and help them go gold in 3 months?
You're on it.
They're gonna skyrocket.
what is gonna happen like in reference to what you're we were talking about, the cruise.
You know, sweep the contest.
You won't sweep it if with 1 gold. You're not gonna sweep it with a gold. But
But if you're still doing everything you're doing, and yeah,
you're gonna be
it's
on
always
the
the goal.
you'll be on the
Yeah.
ship.
If you get 1 gold,
If you help someone come on and you keep doing what you're doing and get them gold, I don't know exactly how the contest is gonna play out. I can tell you that if you bring on, that person is gonna go gold. If you bring on someone and they go gold, they will be on the ship. I haven't seen what the points are and how many you need and I haven't seen all of that yet. However, I'm gonna tell you that if you help someone go gold in 3 months, they're gonna be on the ship. They're gonna create enough to be on that ship. And if you have someone on that ship, you damn well better be on that ship too.
when is that?
February 25th, 24th, something along those lines, right?
It's the end of February, well, February's not very big, but I feel like it's the end of February.
Yeah,
It's a
And
little
where-
thingy.
Where is it? I can't remember.
the Bahamas, the Caribbean. I don't remember the exact dock locations. Nassau. Is
It's
Nassau?
Nassau, and it's like I can't pronounce them anyways, but yeah, it's the main ones.
So you're telling me that I need to go get my passport now? Because
Yes.
Okay.
Especially if you don't want to spend the rush fees like me and my husband have had to for every trip. One, because I went alone the first time, and then he had to rush it for Punta Cana, and the fees are just stupid. So yes, start now.
My calendar doesn't go to February because otherwise I was going to be like, oh, I'm on a trip and that will help, vision casting, right?
Well, you're gonna be on a trip.
Well, I just wrote it down for the beginning of September, and it begins, so I can be on the trip in February.
I love it. So here's something with the cruise to note too. The people you're enrolling now are gonna give you points when it starts. Like there are people that on September 1st might have already sealed the cruise because of retention credits. I guess it necessarily wouldn't be September 1st because they have to order, but I don't know how far back it's going. All I know is definitely in July and August, the people that you enrolled in July and August, they order again in September, you're going to get credit for them. So what you're doing now is going to help you earn a spot on that cruise ship. And that's also why we want to like get our foot on the pedal, because the ship can sell out. And the more points you earn, the better. So I swept the contest last year, and Amanda can vouch. You went to my room, right?
No, I never made it, but I got to hear all about it.
How then I was
Because
like,
you threatened
Amanda's
me
not
with
my room.
training. It was you threatened me with training, and I ran to the pool. I'm not gonna lie. You said we had to work, and I was like, I'm at the pool. I am one of the worst. Don't worry. I will openly admit it.
I'm gonna smack you, and you're not getting away with that next time.
I know. I was with Joy at the pool. She made her way there at some point, but I was with Joy at the pool.
Michelle's gonna
Anyways,
be saying,
no, but I spent plenty
beverages.
of time in your. I made my way to your hotel room in Punta Cana
You did.
for dinner.
You did. We had a double date. I
Yes, we
had,
did.
instead
So I
of
made
like
up for it.
the little
It was
awkward
unreal.
tiny rooms that are on cruise ships, I had a big like suite with a couch and a full like a bathtub. not the little teeny tiny showers.
Ooh.
Right. And a wait, like my own little room service guy. He was great. It was awesome. And I got, it was like we got all our drinks for free. It was ended up, it was like truly all inclusive for us. So we had like alcohol for free. We didn't have to pay for that. We got to eat at like a special restaurant that was it was very fancy. It was very fancy. We were not made up for it. It was a little too fancy for us.
Whatever. I enjoyed my escargot in my step down fancy restaurant. Blah, 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 blah.
I'm glad you
So,
enjoyed.
and then you can get, or you can get on the barely made it level like I did, and I got to look at the tops of the lifeboats, and I didn't care because it was still beautiful.
Yeah, no. You get wined and dined real good the higher up you go.
Mhm.
I'll just tell you that. And we had the shopping spree. I'm assuming they're gonna do the shopping spree again for Leaders Retreat. That's usually when they do the shopping spree. So I got $2,500 to Bloomingdale's, extra 2 nights covered. Airfare was covered. All the food was covered. And they literally shut down the mall, the store, whatever store. It's the last couple of years it's been Bloomingdale's. And they just like have models literally on runways and food stations and everyone there like cheering you on, and it's great. Private shopping experience.
Does it come with a stylist too? Because mine's not great.
You can get help, yes. I'm very much like no, I don't like your style. I'm not gonna people just don't understand Michelle's style. Which it's not really style. There's not much, it's not hard to catch. But
I think I've got it figured out. Running shorts, sports bras, Nike stuff, little boot. Yep. Hey, that's it right there. And
The occasional long sundress.
exactly.
You gotta watch out for them
It's not
sunburns.
hard. So right now, our big focus is like if you spend 80% of your time looking and developing that gold, and that's why I'm not doing a whole lot of reach outs right now, because I'm working on developing the people that are like, hey, I want to make some money. That's where my business is going to boom, right? Okay, so that's where we need to focus. And this is where it's like, you need to step in your own and own it. I know all of the thoughts of like, well, I'm not a gold yet. How am I going to develop a gold? I can barely retain gold. How am I going to develop? I've never even developed a silver. How do I develop a silver? I know all of that, but here's the thing. I'm all about like, just do it and figure it out along the way. We have everything that you need to do it, to help develop them into it. You just have to ask first and then plug them in. All the time, I'm like the customer appreciation event. I was just all of a sudden like, I feel like they should do some kind of thing for our customers. I had no idea what I was gonna do. And then like it just kind of was like, I haven't heard from her. She did order. It was a small order. It wasn't 100 PV, but it was like 80 PV or something. It wasn't that small, but she did order. I haven't talked to her since we talked about the business stuff though. Dang it. The train. What are they talking about?
I can't help you. My screen completely froze. That's why I went to the chat. So I have no idea what you've been talking about.
What was I just talking about? I lost it so hard. I don't know what I was talking about. What was I talking about, Sam?
Well, I wish I could tell you, but I was writing down names, so I kind of tuned out.
Great, great. You guys are awesome.
I have no idea. Literally, like the whole call like froze. Sam was staring
Oh,
at like directly
did
at
somebody
me.
order from you? And you said yes, she ordered, and then
That was
Oh,
a Kari
no,
thing in the chat.
Before that. What were we talking about before
Oh.
that? Okay.
customer retention. It's coming.
Was I talking about
That
customer?
I mean, no. Your customer appreciation event.
Oh,
Oh,
your customer
thanks,
appreciation.
Thanks. Yeah.
No
I just was
food.
like,
Remember?
I have this idea. I'm going to do it. And then I slowly put the pieces together. I'm like, I'm going to do a messenger event. That sounds like the best. And then as I was thinking about it, I'm like, I feel like we need to do a 2-day thing. So it's not just like so much on one day. And now I think I'm going to make it more of like a week-long thing or something. I don't know. But I was like, I'm going to do a 2-day thing. And then I was like, what do I talk about? And then I've like found posts and I took posts and I made that into the messenger event. I'm like, I want to do some giveaways. What am I going to give away? And then I started going through all the crap I have around my house and I started giving it
I think
like,
I have the matching Bluetooth, the charger thing that you gave away. I was like, oh, I have one of those.
yeah, I didn't need it. Like, you guys, you take the stuff that Plexus gives you that you don't want and you just regift it. Like, that's how this rolls. Just if you didn't know that.
I like my bag.
Good. I have so Plexus gives us bags all the time. Like every time I go to somewhere, I get a bag. So I got a lot of them. So I don't use them. I don't use them. I didn't get gift. I don't re-gift things that I've used. But that's like the thing is like you get an idea and you just like I was just like, hey guys, we're hosting this event. Invite your people. And then I figured it out from there. So that's what you do. But we already have the system. So you get someone that's like, yes, I want to make money with you. What's the first thing you do?
Make a list.
They are going to make a list. Yes. Yes. Okay. What are they doing with that list?
They're messaging the people.
I just heard Tyson walk into the garage. Stuff. They're gonna do stuff.
See what stuff they do. Okay. So they're going to message people. Yes. What are they messaging them about?
The business.
I love that you
catching
said that.
on.
Yes. Okay. So their number one goal is to get someone that wants to do the business with them. Right? So
Absolutely.
that's exactly what it is. As soon as someone's like, hey, I want to make money, go find someone that wants to make money with you. But you're not going to tell them that. You're going to be like, okay, we're going to get someone that wants to make money with you. Okay. That's like the number one. You have someone that's like, I want to make some money. Let's freaking go. Let's find someone that wants to make that money with you. And you help them host a launch event. Okay. How I'm doing the launches is if they are local to me, we're doing belly to belly. Do you guys know what belly to belly means?
In person, my dear.
In person. Is that not the most powerful way to host an event?
Absolutely.
If someone shows up at your house or if you're belly to belly, it's like 100% rate that you're going to get an order.
My to do.
There you go.
I'm trying like to break things down into day-to-day things. Like instead of all in my head, I'm like literally like writing everything down so that then it's more accomplishable and doesn't feel so big.
Good. So I had dinner last night with a girlfriend and her girlfriend. They really are girlfriends. She's my friend. Let's clarify this real quick. So I had dinner with 2 of my friends last night. We'll put it that way. And they want to make money. And so I was like, all right, what's going to make the most sense? Let's do something in person. Where would we do that at? So then you're like, can we do it at your house? I'm like, I'm always open. Like, we can host at my house if your house doesn't work, if they're that close to me. But also, if someone's within driving distance for me, if they're within a couple hours, I'm like, do you want me to drive to your house? Like, do you want to host it at your house? Or is there a good coffee shop? Do you have a good location where we can bring in 5, 10, 50 people and we'll talk with them? Okay. So a belly to belly is the best. If we can't do a belly to belly, we do a Zoom. Okay. So then, we've got various different options. And then I love following it with a messenger event because it's less scary, it's easier, people can check it out after the fact, all of things, and it's building levels. So everyone that was on the in-person, everyone that was on the Zoom, whatever, everyone can also come into the messenger event, and also they can invite people to those events, right? So this is showing them how they can plug people in very easily to events to make money themselves. It's showing the duplication process. Okay, so when Nancy shows up to Shelby's launch party and signs up, I can say, hey, we've got this event happening. It's going to be on Messenger instead, but you're going to get the same kind of information that we talked about at our event that you signed up at. How about you invite some of your friends to it? So it's an easy duplication process. There's a lot less resistance if you just show them the simple steps. Okay. So that's like, you have someone that's like, yeah, make money. Let's host a launch. We're going to get signups from that. Even if we get one sign up, that's a win, right? And then we basically teach them from there the steps of sending making more lists, sending more messages, posting, all of that kind of stuff. I also, like, in the process of like, make your list, what do I also do but when they're hosting an event? Are they just making a list and sending messages, or are they doing anything else?
Okay, I'm slowing down here.
Does it help that Amanda's like pieced out on you too? Sam's in the hot seat.
No, I'm here. I'm sorry. Tyson got a really bad bee sting. I was cleaning it out and taking care of
I
him.
got stung yesterday too. It's his own fault though, because he threw water on the bees and then threw a rock at them or something. I'm like,
Okay, so that's Tyler's own fault. All Tyson was doing was driving in the truck and it bit him on his love handle, like his little back fat area.
My back fat. It was not fun.
No, and it's like I drained it yesterday and now it's like super swollen and
It's not fun.
spread above his little butt, his little cute butt fat, and oh, so yeah, sorry.
Tyler's like the back of his arm right here.
Oh
And he
no.
goes, hey, babe, look what happened with that bee sting. I got swole. And I'm like,
Yeah, my back fat just got
Yeah, well, his back fat got swole too. It's all like red and stretched out.
you know.
So yeah, I was cleaning his little baby back. I'm listening. So ask
Kissy, make it all better.
what a kissy baby boo.
Yeah, I need you to drive down there.
He needs you to drive down here. You just offered to throw an event. And he says 2 hours. I'm in the radius.
Tyson, you bring the people, I'm there.
Okay.
It's like a field of dreams. You build it, they will come.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just gonna send out messages.
You shake it up, they will come.
I had no flyers. Michelle's house.
Michelle, no, she's coming here.
Oh, our house. Michelle's coming.
He's all okay. We're going to Michelle's house. I'm like, no.
If you want to load up the bus and bring everyone up here, that's fine too.
Yeah,
There you go.
get the GPS out.
Shut up.
No, for me too. I was driving and couldn't like chime in on that. I got lost on the ship. If it wasn't for Meredith, I would have been SOL.
Every time on those damn ships, every day. I can't. They're impossible.
Even Jen, we were talking about because Jen from Plexus used to live in Junction City, where it's just, where I work, where I live, all that. So we were talking about, and she's like, just and said a direction. And I was like, and Meredith laughed. I said, actually, I do know where that's at because I know those directions in town, but anywhere else, I'm lost. So I'm right there with you. I don't know. I don't know shit. I got lost on the ship
Like,
so
if there's a
bad.
mountain, I can figure it out, but don't take me to the other side of the mountain because then I'm screwed.
No, and no, it's bad.
The mountains are,
I need to carry a compass everywhere I go.
yeah, because my internal one's broken.
Totally.
Doesn't work.
So I caught part of what you were saying. You're going to come down and see me?
Yeah, but you bring the people, I'll be there.
I was thinking Max Porter's is a pretty cool little spot. I do need to do something. Hey, did anyone do a fair this year? A
No.
booth at the fair?
The
Okay.
timings were just not.
Okay. Well, I know State Fair sucks and you have to be there for like a month, but I didn't want to do that. But I was going to jump in on somebody's booth somewhere, but I thought it was too late.
There's always things, but it's just, yeah, we never,
Yeah.
all the things, just the timing, the dates just did not work for
Okay.
anybody.
I think it'd be good. Where do you live, Sam?
Malala.
Mall. Okay. Like, I'm down here by myself.
No, you're
We're
not.
from
Not even close.
I'm by myself.
Val's right
promoting-
there. Joy's not
Yeah.
that far away.
But me and Val, we're promoting to literally the same people that we grew up with since kindergarten. So it's like I'm by myself. We're just like one. I know.
We'll talk. We'll plan
Okay.
something.
No,
okay?
I would like to.
Yep. With what I was talking about, so they're making a list. They're gonna send messages. What else are we gonna do to equip them? Before they launch? What do they need? What else should they do?
Get your guidebook. Your Bible.
I don't know. I
I feel
probably
like
do.
this is a
but
trick
I don't-
question,
You
and
do.
I'm not.
You guys
finding
both
it.
do. They're gonna post.
Oh,
Oh,
I don't like
Yeah.
this game. Well, that's because none of my people post. That's probably why I've never got this far.
So we're making the list, we're sending those invites, but we're also gonna post, right? Because there's always people that we're gonna collect from that too, right? So we're gonna use all of these different avenues that we can. So Teresa's scheduled her launch party today. Teresa made her list the other day. And then I was like, okay, she also she went in her stories and talked about it, and she posted a video and talked about it. Okay. I want to equip her to have this be the best launch party that we can. So it's not just one post, one video, one story. Every day we're posting somewhere. So every day there's a story or there's a post or a video. Like, I love that she already did those 3 things. Every day leading up to her launch event, there's going to be something in there. And we're going to be talking about the business too. We're not just going to talk about the products. We're going to talk about earning money and the business. We can also talk about the products, testimonies there, but we're exposing, because one post, how many people are going to see it, right?
I don't know.
And some people some people don't scroll. They don't scroll this way, they scroll this way, right? They're watching stories. Some people are only in stories. Some people don't even know what stories are. So if we can capture in multiple different areas, there's gonna be more people. Okay, so that's something of like, we're making that list, we're sending those messages, but we're also going to see who's showing up in our posts and our stories. And you can message the people from all of those posts like, hey, thank you so much for supporting my new business, what I'm doing. Do you have any reason to come check it out? It helps with blah, 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 blah. Right? So that's how we're really setting them up to make sure their launch
Okay.
event is going to
Okay.
enroll multiple people. Hey, Mama.
Chelsea, hi, Mama. Hey, sweetheart.
So that's like some of the steps with our launch events. Because a launch event alone, we ideally, what we want to do is enroll someone that enrolls 4, and those 4 enroll 4. That's a gold. That's how you get a gold. Because you don't want to go gold by yourself. That's exhausting. Everyone that goes gold by themselves, what happens?
I
Get
don't know.
pooped
We
out.
get pretty burnt out.
You get burnt out and you stay at gold.
Yep.
Because
Stuck there for a year.
you can't go much further by yourself.
Yeah, it's hard.
Right. So that's why if we can focus on enrolling 4 that enroll 4, and then we just keep growing from there. Some people will be like, I got my 4. I don't want a business. I'm just here to take some products. I did my thing. That's fine. But guess what? One of those 4 is gonna be like, well, shit, I want to go on a cruise. Yeah, I want a cruise. Let's go. And they're gonna be gold. So it's just getting that duplication, and that gold is probably that like, hey, I'm doing this new business. I'm looking for someone to run with me. That one person that I bring on, that's their gold. So you brought on a gold that wants to go gold. The first thing you're going to do is like find a runner. Find someone that's going to do this with you. Where's your power partner? They find that person. That person's going to go gold. So guess what? They're going to end up probably a senior gold by getting one power partner with them. And having these other 3 people just get 4. There's obviously more layers to it, right? But that idea. Okay. We're going to do some more like how we earn the cruise stuff once that all drops. Once the cruise is actually like, now we can earn it and we know what the prizes are and we know what the points are and all of that. We're going to have like a map party. Map. If you guys, it might have sounded, in my head, it sounded like I said map. So we can map out our plan and set our goal of what we're sweeping the contest. Basically, everyone's here to sweep the contest, right? There's no reason to not want to sweep the contest and get a shopping spree because it's amazing. But we'll do that later. We still have 10 days left in the month, so we're going to focus on closing out this month, and it's not necessarily about that cruise, but something that you can go to your friends with now. Like we can set a whole lot more launch parties in the next 10 days is really like, hey, I want to do this with you. I see this in you, and we're going on a cruise in February. You could be on this cruise with me. Have you ever been on an all-inclusive trip before? That's what it is. It might be awesome.
My dog wants to go.
The cow cannot come.
Well, Plexus has already kicked her out.
I told you. That's why I said the cow can't come.
She's not welcome.
No,
Not to
she's
buy the
not.
product, not to come on the. Don't snarf my leg. She doesn't like us talking about her. She just snarfed me.
She got a big no.
No, she got big booty. No,
She got hell no.
Karma cow. She just looked at me like, "Don't say my name." Oh God, belly rubs. Belly rubs. Okay, so mapping, cruising, yes. And now that I know how many people were jealous of me on the cruise, I'll be like, now it's your turn to come with me.
Yeah.
So we'll start that one.
Yes.
And then,
Do a throwback photo on the cruise.
oh yeah, from Neon Night. I have that really, man, I can't wait.
I'll put a picture of myself with a fake background of a cruise and be like, oh, I'm gonna go here one day. Or I'm gonna go here in February. Who's coming?
There you
I've
go.
never
Be
been on
like,
one.
And you can do an interactive of like, who's been on a cruise before? Tell me what I need to know.
and then
That's a
everybody's
good
gonna be
idea.
like, oh my God, you're going on a cruise, and be like, you can come with me. All paid for, all inclusive.
All right. Well,
Yep.
good ideas. Thanks, lady.
Mhm.
Got you. Got you, boo. Okay. I'm
All right.
gonna